am live today to let you guys know that tomorrow we are starting the exam prep at 8:30 a.m. So what we normally do is we do our class from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday and then on Sunday. It's 15 hours of material. And this is if you want to pass your California real estate exam or your broker's California real estate exam. So a lot of people know that when I'm teaching, I have my dogs sitting next to me. I didn't even realize that right there, sitting on the grass, that's Wilford. He's about 15 years old. We go for a walk every single day. Well, we try to. You know, it's hard to say you do something every day. But hi, hey, thank you for joining. It's so crazy for me to come on a Friday. Can you believe the background? I mean, this is real background. It's so beautiful out today, except for the wind keeps blowing different ways. So my hair is going all over. But anyways, people ask me a lot. They say, okay, so your exam prep that's called Instant Access. Instant Access is where you can buy our class and watch it when you can watch it. Because a lot of people, you know, they have things planned for the weekend, or they have things planned during the week, or they're going to soccer, or whatever they're going to do, or they're, you know, soccer moms or baseball moms, and they can't be in class every night, Monday through Thursday, or all day Saturday and all day Sunday. So what Instant Access does is it allows you to watch the videos at your own pace. Not only can you watch the videos at your own pace, you can still also take our class live 3 times. Now, what we do is we teach our class on Saturday and Sunday, and then we do Monday through Thursday, and then we take a break, and we come all the way around. We skip a Saturday and Sunday, and then we come back around and we do it again. Now, the other thing that we do is we have, I want to say 24/7 access to questions that you guys need to ask us, like text us, email us. We're here to help you and support you all the way through your process of getting your real estate license or your California broker's license and your national MLO license. We're definitely here to help you. Now, some people ask us, they're like, hey, you know, we noticed that you videotaped this in November of 2023. Is this still current? Absolutely, it's still current. So what happened is back in the 70s, sometime in the early 70s, they came up with the real estate exam, and they had 1,500 questions. So when you went in, you had to go in there and you had to remember your number 2 pencil. If you forgot your number 2 pencil, they weren't going to let you take the test. And you had a Scantron and you had a booklet. And you'd walk in and they'd hand you a random booklet, and that would be one of 10 different tests. So there was 10 different tests that had specific questions and answers in that booklet. So you got a certain 150 questions. So out of the 1,500 questions that you studied, you got 150 questions. So fast forward to today. Okay, I would say it was about every 8 to 10 years, the Department of Real Estate would make this big deal about, we changed the real estate exam. Oh my gosh, the real estate exam is changing. And everybody would freak out and think that things are changing. Now let's think of this logically. Did the California real estate laws change? Yes, some of them did. Did California real estate law change specific to what the Department of Real Estate wants their agents to know? Not a whole lot. So as they were changing the questions and as they were actually getting to the point, instead of Scantrons, you're taking your test on a computer, guess what? Different questions. And as they kept adding those questions, it's about 9,000 questions that they have from their pool of questions. Well, starting in 2019, they started I want to say committee or a group where there's 26 people. Half of them are brokers, half of them are sales agents, and they started going through those 9,000 questions because a lot of those questions have absolutely nothing to do with how we do real estate today. And some of those questions had more than one correct answer. Hi, Maria, how you doing? Can you talk to me about interest rates? Yeah, you can call me anytime about interest rates. So anyway, what happened was they went through all the questions and answers, and they noticed that there's actually a lot of questions that have 4 correct answers. And that's why so many people have a hard time passing the test, because it's not that you have to know the correct answer. You have to know the correct answer that the Department of Real Estate wants you to answer. Now, that I would think could be challenged because of the fact that, wait a minute, all 4 answers are correct. Why is that one more correct? Well, it's more correct because X, Y, and Z. Now, there's so many things that are on the test that you guys need to know, but there's some secret keys And those are test taking tips that we do throughout our class. We have about 22 test taking tips that we help you with that will help you pass the real estate exam or your broker's exam the first time. So join us tomorrow morning at 8:30. You got to register. And I would say try to register before 7 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. I would register sometime tonight. It is a Zoom class, so you can watch our class in your PJs and you can ask questions. So you unmute, you ask the questions just like in a normal classroom. Also, I have Arlene, who's my business partner, and she'll be answering your questions as we're going if you want to put your questions in the chat. And then what we do is we ask you to review your material on Saturday night so that Sunday morning you come back fresh with any questions you might have. And if you don't want us to know who you are asking the question, you can just go ahead and email it to us, and we won't tell the rest of the class what your question is, because you know what? Maybe you don't want them to know what you're asking, but at the same time, they might have the same question too. So be prepared to come into class with a bright yellow highlighter. Print out your 62, I want to call it magical, 62 pages of magical information that with that guide you can pass your shut off on me. I don't know why it shut off on me, but hey, what can you do? Anyway, if you have any questions regarding buying, selling, getting your real estate license or your MLO license, feel free to reach out to us. We are constantly answering questions. You can put it in the comment. You can reach out to us on our email. Our website is passwithsharon.com. So feel free to join us. All you got to do is register for the class. Once you pay for one class, you're able to join us 3 times before you take your exam. And we have all kinds of tricks to help you pass your exam and to help you get a faster test date. So join us, reach out to us. We're here for you. Have an amazing weekend. I think I was going to shut it off, right?